What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing something I've never done before, and that's a story time. Yes, I am finally ready to address my nude photo scandal. I've never actually said anything about it except for one tweet right when it was happening saying, yes, I know that I have been hacked, because I was legitimately boarding a plane. But I do want to rewind back to when all of this first happened, and that was at the beginning of May when I was flying to Seattle for a shoot for a show called Get Jacked. The day was actually going awesome. I drove to the airport with my friend Drew, who's also my ex-roommate, and once we got to the airport, I was eating lunch before taking off on the flight, and that's when I got an email from Instagram that said, hey, your account has been chosen to become verified. And I was like, about time. And I don't care, like, I haven't been asking Instagram to verify me, because what does that actually mean? You know, like, how is a check gonna freaking enhance my life? So I got the email and I was like, oh, cool. They were like, all you gotta do is turn off your two-step verification and we'll go into your account and put the check mark in for you. And I said, well, that's a little bit sketchy and not something that I'm really into. So I go and I looked at who sent the email, and it's like Instagram@gmail.com. I said, there's no way that that is Instagram that's emailing me. So then I go to change my password in Instagram because I was just a little bit scared, and I got an email back from Instagram being like, oh, so you're changing your password, and it was like @instagram.com. So that's when I knew that this person was legitimately with me. So I changed my Instagram password. I'm like, oh well, moving on with my life. About 3 minutes later, I'm walking over to the gate where my airplane is, and I get an email from Snapchat that says, sorry, you're having trouble logging into your account. And I was like, not today, not today. Because I had been hacked once prior. It was somebody that was getting into my iCloud. They actually successfully got into my iCloud and then shut down my phone because they put my phone into lost mode, and then it was a nightmare. I had to completely reset my phone. I lost everything on it. Bitch, don't come from my iCloud because it doesn't exist. So I'm walking up to the gate, and that's when I go into Snapchat and I decide, okay, they're trying to get into my Snapchat too. Let me change the password. I changed my password. I'm talking to the rest of the people from Clever for a little bit, and then I go back to open my Snapchat because when I unlocked my phone, that's what I last used, so it opened, except I was logged out this time and it was just the login page for Snapchat. So I go to hit forgot password, and you know it normally will prompt you to give your phone number or your email address. So I put in my phone number and it said, sorry, that's not the number that's associated with your account. So not only did these get into my account, they changed my contact information to theirs, so I had no way of getting this information back. So I board the plane and I open Twitter, and my Twitter is blowing up. People are sending me my own nudes. I didn't know that they were doing nude photos, because when I had seen it, it was just like, you've been hacked, bye. So I started texting Shane and I was like, hey, I'm hacked, I don't know what's happening, I think that they have nudes. So he started looking, he started borderline freaking out with me, but telling me it was gonna be fine, it was gonna be okay. Lily, who was also on the plane, started texting me and she's like, hey, just saw your Snapchat, people are tweeting at me, like, what's going on, are you okay? And I was like, honestly, I don't know. My personal life had been so invaded, but I was so helpless because I couldn't do anything. I felt odd that people cared enough to hack into my Snapchat, and it was weird that they started releasing nudes. I was seeing the photos on Twitter and I was like, well, at least I look good. I don't want to sound cocky, but I thought I looked fine.
Yes! Who is she?
I can live with that. It's just a little bit embarrassing that people I know get to see this. So Lily's next to me doing damage control. We're trying to contact anyone we can at Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. I was freaking out because I'm getting on a plane and there was nothing I could do. The worst part about this is that the second the plane was taking off, my phone number got leaked. I started getting so many phone calls that I couldn't even utilize my phone. He got my number because when he was in my Snapchat, he went to change my number to his number as the point of contact. So that's how he had my number, and he blasted it on my story on my Snapchat that he was inside of. I was also very scared because I didn't know what else he was inside of. I didn't know if he had got these nudes from my iCloud. I didn't know what he had access to, so that's where my mind was a little unstable, but I was just trying to stay cool. What I did later find out is that he had access to photos inside of my Snapchat, because now when you're on Snapchat and you film a story or you're sending to somebody, if you save it, it goes into your memory. So what had happened was I had actually taken a few nudes back when Shane was on his book tour. I thought it was weird because I hadn't taken photos of myself like that in a very, very long time, because I've been in a relationship for over a year now. But the photo that they had gotten access to was when we were first in like the early stages of dating. We had been with each other for a couple of months and we were like missing each other, and he was gone for a long time. I didn't know it was there. I couldn't have avoided it, I guess, because I'm not in Snapchat enough to know that those photos are there. The other video that he leaked was actually super random and strange and weird. It was Shane mouthing my dick to a Selena Gomez song, which is not attractive. It's just something that we did on a vacation when we probably had one too many drinks, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, those are the photos that he had access to. Thankfully, he was not inside of my iCloud, which I did have at the time. Since then, girl has no iCloud, has nothing like that at all. But it was so strange because the entire day, that's all I could deal with. I was getting so many tweets, so many phone calls, so many messages, all of my friends, my family, my coworkers. And it's embarrassing because all of these people are seeing you, like they're seeing all of you, and all of my friends that are sitting next to me helping are people that have just seen me holding my dick in an odd, weird way that you would never want your friends to see. So it was very violating, but I can get over the nude photos. What I can't get over is the phone number, because that's something that really affected my life. I was on a work trip. I didn't have time to go to the AT&T store to change my number and all of that. So it was very annoying. And I know a lot of you just are excited, or you wanted to see if it was the right number. So I get why you were calling. Like, I get it. But for me, it was very overwhelming. So eventually I got back into my Snapchat account by using their support page. Unfortunately, it took a little while because I had to wait until my plane landed in Seattle in order to access the Wi-Fi. I just wanted to share this story with all of you because I thought that you needed some closure as well. I get tweets about this non-stop, so I wanted to let you know my side of the story, what I felt like, why I wasn't addressing it. Because in the heat of the moment, I felt like if I started bringing more attention to it, the people that didn't already know about it would start knowing about it. And I didn't want to spread my nude photos and phone number for the entire world, or at least my entire audience, because only about like 1/5 of you guys got it, but then, you know, things circulate fast on the internet. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up so I know that you like to hear stories from me. Also, I make videos every single Tuesday, so make sure you're subscribed and you turn on that little bell so you get a ding when I upload. You guys, I'm so grateful that you're watching and supporting. I love you so much. Goodbye.